Hey guys, what's going on? My name's Akil, and I just got done watching Nimona. I know I'm a little late today, so quite a bit late, but I gotta say I actually did have a good time watching it. Now, did I laugh my ass off? No, I don't think it was that funny at times, but honestly though, I thought this was still a very well made and well done animated movie from Netflix, which has been killing it lately from at least the ones I've been seeing. Like last year, Sea Beast I thought was so good, as well as Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio movie as well. So this is just another one for up their resume and proving that they really know how to make a really good animated movie for the most part, because I have heard some mixed things on the Monkey King, which I still do want to watch that, and I wanted to watch it for a while because of the mythological aspects of it, but that will probably come out. Well, we'll see when I watch that. But for now, going back to Nimona, I thought this was a really good movie. So to start off with, for my pre-rating score, I'm gonna say that this is a great movie. Nimona is actually a great movie. First, I was thinking maybe I was going the good side, but no. Now that I think about it, there isn't much I have really wrong with the movie. So there's that. Now, in terms of the story, without really spoiling too much, basically there's this girl called Nimona who can really transform to anything you can think of, and she can also become anyone you can think of as well. And this guy teams up with her, who's voiced by Riz Ahmed, and she's voiced by Chloe Grace Moretz, and they form a very interesting dynamic. And overall, I gotta say that this movie had some familiarity to it, but at the same time did something different. Like the setting and all that was very modern and futuristic, but it had a very like medieval old school fantasy style to it, which is why I wanted to watch this movie. So there's that. Like if this movie was not like a fantasy film at times, I don't think I would have cared. Like even when I was watching, I was like, did I really need to watch this movie? But the more I got into it, I was like, you know what? Maybe I should have, because this had a really interesting story for the most part, but I will talk about that in the negative. So all I can say is that these two characters form this really interesting bond, and they get up to some shenanigans, and that's what I can really say about the movie. I don't even want to tell you what happens in the third act, which is insane, and that kind of caught me off guard a little bit, but at the same time I wasn't that surprised. So there's that. Now in terms of the positives, let's talk about it. The most obvious thing, the animation. Just like Spider-Verse, we have yet another banger of a animated movie in term this year, in terms of the animation, because wow, the animation is so good. It looks amazing. Does it look as good as Spider-Verse? No, obviously not, but it has that Spider-Verse feel to it, and I think Spider-Verse really set the stage for more animated movies to come out like this. But this is the last Blue Sky film, even though they didn't show the Blue Sky logo at the start, but I still like to say it's a Blue Sky film. So rest in peace, Blue Sky. You had your time, and now it's over. And while I'm not gonna really miss Blue Sky, they do have some special films that I have seen from them. Like I think the first Ice Age is okay, and the fourth one, those are the only two I've seen. But I actually like Epic and the Peanuts movie, so there's that. But this one is probably my favorite Blue Sky film, which is sad because it's the last one. So there's that. Another thing was the directing. Normally, I don't really talk about this much in animated movies, but the way the camera was moving at times, like there's this one really good sequence through the palace, and I thought it was done very well. And there was a part where like, wait, is this all in one shot? Like it felt like it, but then they kept cutting away. But honestly, I really like the directing of this movie. And finally, for positives, there are some characters I do really like. In particular, the main two. Not all the characters I loved, but that's not really bring the whole movie down. So there's that. Now, in terms of negatives, the first real big problem with this movie is that it can feel a bit predictable at times. Yes, I think the Mona's biggest weakness is that it can feel very familiar. It's not breaking any new ground in terms of storytelling. Like I think Spider-Verse was this year, like Across the Spider-Verse. God, that was crazy for what they were doing with that movie in terms of an animated film. We're not comparing it to an actual like live action movie. This is in terms of animation. But in terms of the overall story, it did feel a little bit predictable, especially getting towards the end of the movie. And finally, another thing is that it could have had a better villain. The villain could have been a lot stronger. I wasn't disappointed on who the real villain of this movie was, but at the same time, I felt like they could have done a better job with handling the villain. So overall, I thought Nimona was a great film. I do recommend you and your family watch it. If you got kids, I'm sure they're gonna really like this. There is a bit of sadness towards the end, but it's not the worst thing in the world. And I do like how the movie ended. It was kind of funny. I didn't laugh, but I thought that was kind of funny. Overall, though, as a final score, I'm gonna give Nimona an 8 out of 10. I thought it was a great movie. I actually really liked this movie. Yeah, I guess I could say I loved it. So there's that, but it's not my favorite animated movie deal. We all know what that is. That's Across the Spider-Verse. I still do want to see Monkey King. I might be watching Heart of Stone tonight, and I still have yet to see Transformers and Ninja Turtles. So I'm still a bit behind in some things, but Ahsoka's coming out this week. And yeah, I'm just very excited for that. But guys, those are my thoughts on Nimona. What do you guys think about this? I know this is late, but I did want to see it because of all the great things said. It might seem a little bit overhyped just because of how highly rated some people have said, uh, how highly rated it is. I think in Rotten Tomatoes it's quite high, but overall I thought this was a great movie. Definitely recommend this one to everyone. It's a lot of fun. I personally really enjoyed it. So there's that. And again, while I don't think it breaks any new ground in terms of storytelling and stuff like that, I still thought what they were going for, they captured it very, very well. So there's that. In terms of the themes of being an outcast and outside and stuff like that, I like how that's handled. We've seen that done before in movies, but like in CBs, I mean, come on, it's a CB, so there's that. But the way it's handled here, I thought was done maybe even a little bit better, but I personally enjoyed the CB so much more. Maybe because of the animation style that movie. But guys, I thought this was great. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. My name's Akil, otherwise known as a comic director, and I'm signing out.